Tomorrow morning, a federal trial is set to resume that could determine whether Governor DeSantis' redrawn congressional maps are unconstitutional. A lawsuit filed by several civil rights groups says the maps drawn up last year helped Republicans gain 4 seats in the state legislature. 10 Tampa Bay's Eric Lasser here now with us in the studio with a look at what we can expect to hear this week and what's at stake, too. Good morning, Eric.
Well, Angelina, to know what's at stake, just ask Florida House Minority Leader Fentrice Driscoll. She has been called to testify at this federal trial, which got underway last week, about the way Governor DeSantis voted or vetoed the original congressional map that state legislature had originally passed, and then inserted his own, shrinking one minority district and all but eliminating another.
I cannot stress enough the importance of the outcome of the court challenges.
We caught up with Florida House Minority Leader Fentrice Driscoll at Saturday's Hillsborough NAACP Awards dinner. The NAACP and 2 other groups are suing over Governor DeSantis' congressional map, which all but eliminated District 5 in North Florida, a seat held by Representative Al Lawson, a black congressman.
Oh, the governor was very clear that he was doing this to set up a challenge with the Federal Voting Rights Act, that the Federal Voting Rights Act, just at its plain text, is unconstitutional. So we know that that is his strategy.
There's still going to be more litigation in the future over this.
DeSantis correctly predicted his map would bring lawsuits. Plaintiffs argue he bullied state lawmakers, calling their original map dead on arrival. DeSantis, in fact, vetoed that map, then presented his own, which Republican lawmakers passed, dividing District 2 and all but eliminating District 5.
We are not going to have a 200-mile gerrymander that divvies up people based on the color of their skin. That is wrong. That is not the way we've governed in the state of Florida.
His strategy is to invalidate the very law that gave black people the right to vote here in this country. Right? And we know that when you take care of the black community, that's the rising tide that lifts all boats. So I'm very concerned about what the governor did in the redistricting process, and that's why these lawsuits are so important.
The federal trial is separate from another legal challenge working its way through the state courts. Last month, a state judge ruled that the map was unconstitutional, sent it back to the Florida legislature to be redrawn. But that decision is being appealed. Angie?